But first, now we have to talk about Jordan Henderson, Lianne. He's made the move now to Saudi Arabia. Listen, I don't think anyone can... I certainly can't criticise him for what he's done since he's been a Premier League player. He got to Liverpool. I knew him from when he was at Sunderland. He got to Liverpool. There was a few question marks started him when he first got there. And what has he done? By repairing them, he's won absolutely everything there is to win. I mean, what a legend. Liverpool legend, Premier League legend. Can you understand why he's made the move over there?
Do you know what? Yes, I can, because I think when you started to see players like N'Golo Kante go over there, I think then people realised...
That are not motivated by money?
Yeah, exactly, because you can see the guy still drives a Mini Cooper, so therefore he doesn't care about the money to a certain degree. But then at the end of the day, it's easy to say, don't, go over there, get all that money. I think anybody would. Anybody would. There was talk about Lionel Messi not going, but he's going to make more or less what he was offered in America, let's be honest. He's getting Apple Pay, he's getting all these different, anytime someone signs up, he's getting a cut of that. So eventually, he will get offered the same amount of money as he did for Saudi. I don't hold it against Jordan Henderson. I think it's weird for me to sit here and say, not because I'm a Man United fan, but that he's a legend. Do you know what I mean? And you heard all the former teammates. I always go off what people tell me of what they think of, a player when they played with him. And if they say, he was a great player. When I look at great, Premier League greats, I don't put Jordan Henderson in that. But when it comes to leadership, clearly, I know Roy Keane said something the other month when he said, well, what does he do? What's he doing in the dressing room that other players are not doing? You can't just pick players just because they're orchestrating things. But he is impactful. And a lot of people saw during COVID, I think a lot of commentators realised you could hear him. All the comments people said, when Jordan Henderson was on the field, he's orchestrating everything. I think the thing that I will talk about is obviously the LGBTQ plus community, right? This has come up a lot because obviously he's been a big advocate for us. And I don't think it means that he's sold out because he's gone to Saudi Arabia. I just don't. I think at the end of the day, we saw at the World Cup in Qatar, everybody was talking about how bad it is and everybody still went. Yeah. So, let's not be hypocrites in this situation. And I think if you're offered that type of money, then you would go, wouldn't you? But I don't think it's life-changing for him, what he's been offered from what I've seen. And I think he probably could have gone anywhere else. So it's a weird one. But I don't think it means that he doesn't care about the LGBTQ plus community because he's gone there, because it doesn't work like that.
Do you think he's not, maybe, and a few of the players that have gone there, and quite a few of them have spoke out about the community, and maybe it's about change as well. Maybe trying to, I get it, he was a big advocate for it, but he's going over there maybe to help change, do you know what I mean, change people's perceptions of that community over in Saudi Arabia.
And that's what I tried to do as well. Like when I went to Qatar, I got pelters, but I'm like, I'm going. What am I going to do? Hide? And to be honest, I believe if you respect the culture, they'll respect you. My fiance came out there with me. There was no issue. So sometimes I think in the media, there's a lot of, there's a circus around it. And it'll be interesting to see at the next World Cup. It's a whole other subject. Canada, Mexico and USA, what people talk about then. Because there's a lot of things in those countries that are not okay. So with Jordan Henderson going to Saudi, I wish him well. It is, all the players going, I'm not going to lie. It's quite sad, isn't it? Yeah. But money talks at the end of the day. Yeah. Wherever the most money is, people will go. Even if it is to the moon, they will go.
I'll go to the moon. But, you spoke about Jordan there and about a Premier League great. When you think about him as captain, though, influential, and the reason why I'd put him, he's a Premier League legend for me, 100%. I think when you go to a club like Liverpool, now, a club like Liverpool is not middle of the road. You talk about one of the biggest clubs in world football. Successful. He's been captain for a long time there. He's won the Champions League. He's won the Premier League. He's won the FA Cup. He's won the League Cup. He's won the Super Cup. To be that influential in a massive powerhouse like Liverpool, I think you have to get put into that
really? But I'm talking like football, though. Complete football.
Been to World Cups, European...
Yeah, but the managers... I'm not taking anything away from him being a good player, right? But when you look at the likes of Roy Keane, Patrick Vieira, Steven Gerrard, all those types of players...
but you're talking about players that are the best ever.
Right. That's what we're talking about, though, no? In the Premier League.
Yeah, but legends. But there's different categories.
So you're saying he's getting in the Hall of Fame?
He'd be in the Hall of Fame,
which
100%.
You're going to get into.
No.
I think everyone's going to be inducted by him.
I won't get into that. But I think, Jordan, if you talk about Hall of Fame, I think there are different levels. Like, of course, you're talking about Vieira, Kane. These guys are the best.
Okay, I'm glad we got that covered because I thought you were saying like on those levels.
He's a Hall of Famer, though.
Okay.
Would you not say that?
Yeah, I would. But when I look at his overall footballing ability, I don't think there's many kids out there who'd be like, I want to be Jordan Henderson. But then at the same time, people don't say they wanted to be Michael Carrick and look how good he was. So, different players work different. And when they're gone, that's when you really notice them. And now Liverpool have lost Jordan Henderson and James Milner.
And Fabinho. I know he's not English, but he's a character in the dressing room.
Leadership.
Well, let's get to the phone lines. 03 717 22 33 44. Let's go and speak to Ricky. He's a Liverpool fan. Ricky, how you doing?
How you doing, guys? Everything's fine. How are you doing?
Yeah, we're good.
Hello, good, thank you.
We're good. Talk to me then. Jordan Henderson, legend, right decision. What do you think?
Definitely. Look, you proved me wrong because when he first came to that club, And this is the honest truth. I used to think he was a headless chicken running around, right? But he came good. He proved me wrong. And you know what? No one could question this guy. 100% he used to give every time he came on that pitch. So no one can question him. And he's got every right to leave and go for the big payday. They've offered him the money. He's 33 years of age now. Liverpool would have probably got another couple of years out of him. They've got a bit of money for him. But the worrying point for me is, how are Liverpool going to spend it? They need more players.
Yeah, I mean, are you surprised that he's actually gone over to Saudi Arabia in regards to he probably could have gone anywhere else? I think sometimes with players like Jordan Henderson, there's logic involved. If it was someone else, I feel like there's always talk about how much money they're going to get paid. Are you surprised that he's gone to Saudi?
No, I'm not surprised, because I'll tell you why. Because he's a Liverpool captain. No one else. I don't think he would have gone anywhere else. Where else is he going to go? You're a Liverpool captain. You're going to go anywhere else. It's going to be, I mean, Barcelona, Real Madrid not going to buy him. Yeah, there's nowhere else. Nowhere else is bigger than Liverpool apart from these clubs where people want to play. But obviously, he's looked at it and thought, you know what? It's a good payday. I might as well go and make the money. I'm 33. Might as well do 2-3 years there. You can't blame him. You know what? I don't think at all he's at a right. No one can say anything. Look, going back to about Kante as well. You know, you said about Kante. Yeah. These players, they're at the end of their peak. They're going to go for the money. Yeah. They're all going for the money. Yeah. They put it on the table, and you can't blame them.
No, you can't. Listen, Ricky, really good call there. I just want to get as many in as I can. Let's go to James. He's a Liverpool fan. James, how you doing?
Yeah, good. Thank you, Darren.
So talk to me. What do you think about Jordan? Obviously, he leaves Liverpool as a legend, but do you think he's made the right decision going to Saudi?
I do. I think this stage of his career right now, he's 33. He's given his most to Liverpool over the years. I think it's time now that, you know, he looks at different opportunities, and I think it's an opportunity you can't turn down. Can you?
James, where are you, and what is in the background, all that noise?
It definitely
are you singing or something? Like, you having a party?
Yeah, no, I'm not that good at singing. No, I'm in the gym.
So, yeah, do you think he leaves Liverpool? I mean, obviously, he's a legend, right? And obviously, I don't want to make the comparisons between him and Steven Gerrard, but when Steven Gerrard did retire and Jordan came in, were you one that needed convincing, or were you convinced straight away?
No, I mean, for me, Stevie G was right up there with one of the best Liverpool players ever, so I don't think anyone coming in would have changed my mind on that. But no, he came in. He's a good captain. He drives the team on. At the end of the day, he's never going to have the quality of Stevie G. But he's, you know, great captain, brilliant captain, Hall of Famer. But technically, he wasn't the best player. But you know, you can't be all Stevie G's, can you?
Top man, cheers, James. Agreeing what you said there.
He only said Hall of Famer because he probably heard us say it.
Yeah, he is a Hall of Famer.
It is. I agree. I mean, I think, though, the reason why I made about the point about N'Golo Kante and Jordan Henderson, I think it leaves those people that think footballers are not only, you know, orchestrated by money. I think it leaves those people thinking, well, where do we go from here? Yeah. Do you know what I mean? If those types of players are going for the money, then everybody's going to go eventually, right? Because there's players that we're led to believe that don't really care about the money. They care about the football. They care about their club. But maybe this year, Jordan Henderson's role responsibilities might have been different, right?
Yeah, maybe
was he going to play? You know, McAllister's gone in there, other players. So good luck to him. But I do think there's going to be a lot of people that are going to feel differently. But everyone's going, aren't they?
Yeah.
You know, you can't just say Jordan Henderson's wrong for going. Everyone's going.
talkSPORT Drive with Andy Goldstein. Monday to Friday afternoon from 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.